Hello everyone, and welcome. It began as just another flicker in the vastness, a silent wanderer passing through our cosmic neighborhood. We've seen them before. Interstellar visitors like Oumuamua and Borisov, fleeting glimpses of objects from beyond our solar system, racing through the darkness and disappearing as quickly as they arrived. We'd grown accustomed to these brief encounters, treating them as mere celestial curiosities. But then, something extraordinary happened. This visitor, designated I-2023A3, didn't just pass by. It didn't just swing past Mars. It stopped. Imagine a traveler from another star system, moving at speeds far exceeding anything humanity has ever engineered, suddenly hitting the brakes. In that singular moment, every telescope, every radar dish, every scientist on Earth realized that what we were witnessing wasn't just a passive drift. It was in action. And whatever it was heading our way. When I-2023A3 was first detected, it seemed like any other interstellar object, a faint speck hurtling through space at an astonishing speed, on a trajectory that would take it out of our solar system. It presented a rare opportunity to study an object from another star system up close. But then, against all expectations, the impossible occurred. Its speed began to decrease dramatically. Within hours, I-2023A3 shed an immense amount of its momentum, a feat no natural object in the universe has ever been observed to do. It didn't crash, it didn't tumble, it stabilized. And then, it did something even more remarkable. It entered a stable orbit around Mars. To decelerate an object of that magnitude, moving at such velocity, would require an energy output far beyond the combined capacity of all nuclear reactors on Earth running at full power for years. There is no known natural force, no gravitational anomaly, no established physics that can account for such a maneuver. Comets don't park themselves. Asteroids don't gracefully halt their motion to orbit planets. Yet, I-2023A3 did. In that instant, humanity understood that this was no ordinary visitor. It was defying the very laws of nature. The moment that shifted scientific curiosity into a profound sense of awe, and perhaps a touch of apprehension, came next. High-resolution telescopes focused on the object and detected intense, rhythmic bursts of blue-white light emanating from specific points on its surface. This wasn't sunlight reflecting off ice or dust. This was concentrated energy, firing in precise, repeating sequences, suggestive of propulsion. Propulsion analysts crunched the numbers, and the results were astounding. The exhaust velocity approached 10% of the speed of light, a level of technological advancement far beyond anything humanity has conceived, with an efficiency that was nearly perfect, converting almost all energy into motion with minimal waste. To engineers, this wasn't just advanced technology, it was perfection. But the true revelation was yet to come. Once settled into orbit, I-2023A3 began to behave like a machine with a clear objective. It started emitting sweeping electromagnetic pulses across Mars, not randomly, but in intricate geometric patterns, scanning the planet's surface with what appeared to be deep penetrating radar. In just 12 hours, it had mapped the entire planet, not only the surface but also kilometers beneath it. These scans weren't arbitrary. They focused on regions that scientists had studied for decades, areas showing signs of ancient water, geological anomalies, and even the enigmatic face on Mars in the Cydonia region. Then, the situation became even more intriguing. The object deployed 23 smaller modules, each detaching and descending to carefully selected sites across the Martian landscape. Some landed near the poles, others near subsurface ice deposits. 3 even touched down within visual range of NASA's Perseverance rover. And then, they vanished. No heat signature, no radar reflections, no visible trace. It was as if the planet itself had absorbed them. Whatever I-2023A3 is, it's not a comet or an asteroid. It's a machine, one that arrived with a plan. And that plan is only just beginning to unfold. It started as a desperate gamble. With I-2023A3 now circling Mars like a silent sentinel, NASA decided to attempt communication, using what they believed to be a universal language, mathematics. They transmitted a signal composed of prime numbers, geometric constants, and fundamental principles of physics, a message that conveyed, "We know you're there. We're listening." For 36 long minutes, there was silence. Then, space itself responded. I-2023A3 pulsed back a reply, not merely mimicking the signal but expanding upon it. Equations far beyond human comprehension flooded NASA's data streams. intricate fractal patterns folding into themselves in an alien mathematical language. And buried deep within the data was something even more astonishing, a holographic map, or rather, two maps. One depicted an unfamiliar star system, a cluster of worlds orbiting a dim red sun. The second map, however, was of Earth, detailed, layered, and alive, highlighting continents, cities, and, most disturbingly, our most sensitive locations, military installations, particle accelerators, and deep space communication arrays. It wasn't random, it was a deliberate message. We know who you are. We've been watching. This revelation shattered any lingering illusions. Astronomers recalculated the object's trajectory, and the results sent chills through every command center on Earth. 2023A3 wasn't lingering around Mars. It was using it for a perfect gravitational slingshot maneuver, redirecting itself directly towards us. The projected time of arrival, 6 weeks. Overnight, the world shifted from curiosity to crisis. Defense satellites were repositioned, deep space radar operations went to 24/7s, and nations that had been estranged for decades suddenly began sharing classified intelligence. Behind closed doors, the conversations grew somber. What if it's hostile? What if it's not just observing, but preparing for something more? The stark reality became clear. If it chose to act aggressively, humanity would be defenseless. The scientific community found itself divided. Some believed it was a messenger, an explorer sent ahead by a peaceful civilization to catalog planets and civilizations before a grand introduction. Others viewed it differently, as a scout ship, an automated probe gathering intelligence for an incoming armada. Its precise scans of Mars, its focused examination of ancient riverbeds and subsurface structures, all pointed to a deliberate intent. Yet, another, even more unsettling theory emerged. What if 2023A3 wasn't searching for life, but for something it had left behind? A beacon, a seed, a forgotten artifact from a time when Mars itself might have harbored life. And then came a final transmission, a short burst of data, undecipherable yet clearly deliberate, followed by silence. Deep within the static, a single, repeating pattern began pulsing across every monitored frequency, a countdown. Days, hours, minutes. No one knows what will happen when it reaches zero. But one thing is now undeniably certain. Whatever 2023A3 truly is, its arrival marks a pivotal moment for humanity. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If you found this exploration of the unknown as fascinating as we did, please consider following for more insights into the mysteries of our universe.